Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our WNCT Now late afternoon news update. I'm Kelsey O'Donnell, broadcasting to you live again from our digital studio. We'll begin our late afternoon news update with a search for a missing woman. Craven County deputies are asking for your help in finding 52-year-old Kathy Jean Roger. She was last seen on Tuesday, September 8th in her home in Cove City. Investigators don't know what Rogers was wearing or where she went. If anyone knows the whereabouts of Kathy Rogers, please contact the Craven County Sheriff's Office. In Pitt County, the Greenville Police Department is searching for a group of mailbox vandals. The incident happened Monday on Jade Lane. Take a look at the video captured on a doorbell cam right up here on your screen. If you can identify these mailbox vandals, please contact Detective Steve with Greenville Police. He can be reached at 252-329-4318. Again, that's Detective Steve with the Greenville Police Department, and it's 252-329-4318. In other news across the east, a neighborhood here in Greenville is concerned about potential noise from a local high school athletic complex. Greenville City Council is expected to make a decision tonight on the third-party use of the John Paul II Catholic High School football field. However, some community members in the surrounding areas aren't happy about the possibility of additional events. They met yesterday with city leaders to come up with a compromise amendment before tonight's meeting. Neighbors say the noise from even more sporting and social events at the field could be overwhelming. The original amendment didn't include any noise restrictions or limits on when events can be held. However, after a meeting with leaders yesterday, it was added.
We are not opposed to what I would call normal school athletic activity, or even, in fact, the reasonable expansion to third-party use. My concern is that we have a sense of a finite number of events that use amplified sound and lighting, so we know when they're happening.
The City Council meeting starts tonight at 6 p.m. on Zoom and is open to public. Speaking of sports, our ACC football digital show, Playbook, debuts tonight. You can watch the latest breakdowns of each team ahead of the season tonight at 7 p.m. online at WNCT.com. Now, in other sports news, the 2020 NFL season kicks off tonight as originally scheduled. The Houston Texans will take on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The game will be played on the Chiefs' home field inside Arrowhead Stadium, and social distancing rules mean a fraction of normal-sized crowds will be allowed in, which means between 16,000 and 17,000 fans tonight. All are required to wear masks throughout the game, and kickoff is at 8:20. When 9 on Your Side Digital Updates returns, we have an update on the blazing fires out on the western side of the United States, plus drone deliveries here in North Carolina. All the details just after the break.
WNCT.com, your one stop for local news and weather from across the East, with special features like online originals and our live stream WNCT Now. Visit WNCT.com for details not in the newscast. On Your Side reporters are all across the East.
In Craven County, in Beaufort County, in Carteret County,
and in your neighborhood.
in Tarboro, in Kinston,
In Greenville,
at Atlantic Beach.
Covering local stories that impact you.
The groundbreaking ceremony is the beginning of construction for Morehead City's 4th City Hall.
People from all over the state of North Carolina gathered at the Sycamore Hill Missionary Baptist Church.
The North Carolina Department of Transportation is responsible for new Highway 17 and that bypass.
That hammering you hear behind me is the start of building a brand new home for a woman and her very deserving family.
Historic Turnage Theater in Washington helps the community celebrate art and culture.
Driving Pad is used by BCCC's basic law enforcement and first responder training.
Crews have been out here since February 8th working on this project. It will stretch from here at Atlantic Beach all the way to Emerald Isle.
See their original reporting weekdays on 9 on Your Side News or anytime on WNCT.com.
And again, like we say each week, everything I talk about here, and that's on our broadcast coming up tonight at 5, can be found online at WNCT.com. If you are just now tuning in, welcome. My name is Kelsey O'Donnell, broadcasting to you live from our digital studio, providing a news update in between our newscast. Now, weather conditions are likely to improve out west on the western side of the United States today as firefighters work to regain control over wildfires that are blazing today. Cooler, calmer weather is expected to arrive in the region today. This comes as many of those fires are destroying communities. Some have also turned deadly. At least 3 people died from a fire in California, 2 in Oregon, and 1 in Washington. One last thing before we wrap up our late afternoon news update. Walmart is now testing drone deliveries here in North Carolina. Let me pull up some footage here for you to check out. It is working with a company called Flytrax. A pilot program launched yesterday in Fayetteville for delivery of groceries and household items. A Walmart rep said in a statement, it will be some time before millions of packages are delivered by drones, yet this project should help the company learn more about its workers and customers' use of the technology. Some pretty cool stuff here in North Carolina with Walmart. That will wrap up our late afternoon news update. Again, like we always say, be sure to stick around for our newscast coming up tonight at 5 and 6. Thanks so much for watching.